When you crack open a cold Fanta, you probably think of bright oranges, tropical vibes, carefree fun. But the true story behind Fanta begins in the darkest days of World War II in Nazi Germany, when Coca-Cola was cut off from its secret formula, and a desperate experiment gave birth to what would become one of the world's most beloved sodas. Today, Fanta exists in over 200 flavors worldwide, but few people know its origin started as a workaround for war conditions. In this video, we'll trace how Coca-Cola's German operations created Fanta, the challenges they faced, how the drink evolved, and how it transformed into a global icon.
In the early 20th century, Coca-Cola was expanding internationally. In Germany, the Coca-Cola GmbH had bottling plants, distribution networks, and demand, especially during the 1930s. Leadership in the German branch included Ray Powers initially, but by 1938, Max Keith had become more central. As war loomed, Germany's economy and trade relationships became unstable.
When World War II went full scale and the U.S. officially opposed Germany, trade restrictions tightened. Coca-Cola syrup and key ingredients imported from the U.S. were no longer available to the German operations. German Coca-Cola could not legally or practically source the same formula components. This threatened production entirely. Max Keith, a German executive heading the Coca-Cola operations, was placed in a difficult position: maintain business, preserve employees, or risk nationalization. Keith refused to let the German plants shut down. Instead, he pushed chemists and food scientists to find alternate ingredients available locally in Germany under war constraints. The challenge? Limited raw materials, sugar rationing, and strict resource control. Many conventional ingredients were unavailable or heavily rationed. The German team used leftovers of leftovers, byproducts from the food industry, pulp from apple presses, whey from cheese production, fruit residues, etc. The resulting liquid was far from the bright orange soda we know today, more cloudy, variable in flavor, depending on availability. To name it, Keith asked employees to imagine something fantasy in German. One salesman, Joe Knipp, suggested Fanta. Fanta was marketed for the German market and quickly began to sell. By 1943, millions of cases had been sold. Because of sugar rationing and scarcity of sweeteners, sometimes Fanta was used as a sweet additive in soups or desserts in households.
After Germany's defeat and the war's end, Coca-Cola's headquarters in the U.S. reconnected with its German branch. Fanta's brand and assets were reacquired or reintegrated. Coca-Cola recognized Fanta's potential beyond Germany. Over time, the drink was adapted, reformulated, and spread to other markets. However, the version of Fanta known worldwide today is quite different from the wartime version.
The orange-flavored Fanta we're most familiar with was first developed in Italy in 1955. Italy had access to citrus fruits, better supply chains, and the brand adapted to consumer preference. The brand expanded worldwide, creating dozens of local flavors tailored to regional tastes. Today, Fanta is one of the Coca-Cola Company's global brands, part of its portfolio of soft drinks.
The origin of Fanta is a reminder. Sometimes constraints force the most creative solutions, but it also raises ethical questions. Operating in a war regime, using limited ingredients, adapting under duress. Today, we enjoy Fanta as a fruity soft drink, yet its roots lie in scarcity and survival. Next time you sip an orange soda, Remember, it may have begun as a wartime gamble. So don't forget to leave a comment and let me know your thoughts about this video.
Do you want to know how ancient Roman do their laundry? If yes, click here.